Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Now today we have something a little bit different to what we normally do. We normally do Forza videos and well, that's what we primarily do. But until obviously Monday comes along and yeah, the live stream happens, we are kind of a little bit bored as to what we can do. So today I went down to the store and I picked up a modelling kit to do. So I went and picked up this. So this is a solar system planetarium, or if you remember the scene from South Park.
Welcome to the planetarium.
So we're going to build this, and we may paint it at the end. We'll see. It depends how engrossed into building this kit we get. So let's get into it. So that went better than expected. I believe that's all the bits. Obviously, the bag was obviously open in there, so some bits have fallen out. So let's get rid of that one. So yeah, so basically it's as you would expect. You just sort of piece it together. So typical things. I've got base here. I've got all the arms for all the different planets. Some of them seem to have, mind you, this was a brand new kit as well, so it's amazing to see some bits are actually are actually assembled. So we've got one of the planets there already sort of assembled on with one of their pegs. There's another one there, assembled one of its pegs, and obviously another planet that's sort of been done. And there's some rings there, so obviously we'll definitely be building Saturn. Right, I have no idea how this goes because for some reason there weren't any instructions in the box. Tut tut. But besides that, it looks fairly simplistic. I mean, after all, it's a solar system, so you just gotta, I assume, go with the plans, or we'll effectively go off the box here, because it does show you on the side all the planets, including the sun. Obviously, as you can see, Pluto is not on here because this is the up-to-date solar system. Obviously, when I was in school, Pluto was classified as a planet until obviously it wasn't. But yeah, so either way, so we've got 8 planets instead of the 9 if you went to school before, like, you know, the year 2000. So anyway, so we're going to start building this together. Actually, there it is. So as I said, we've got the base, so it's always good to start with foundations. And then we've got the central peg, sits in the middle like that. It's pretty easy. Now the way you want to be doing the arms of this is you want to do them in reverse order, because otherwise if you do them in ascending order, so obviously starting with Mercury and then working your way out to Neptune, they're going to all be in the wrong place. And obviously according to the way the box is, as you can see, the furthest out planet is on the longer arm, which is right down at the bottom, and then it's a reverse order going up until you eventually get to Mercury. So we're going to just sort of look around and try and find one with a name on, and we have it right here. So I don't know whether the camera will autofocus or autofocus in or not, but on that bit there it does say Neptune. And the pretty cool thing is it tells you how many millions of miles or billions of miles it is away from the sun, which is pretty neat. So we'll get that one on there. So then obviously elimination, we've got Venus, and then see, last but by no means least, the very first planet, Mercury, there. So that is all the arms assembled. So as you can see, I have to move it back a bit. There we go. But then, I guess another way you can do it as well is obviously you start off at, like I guess you say you start off painting Neptune, which would be on this one for example. Paint that, and then when you're doing that one, you can sort of proceed and work to other ones around and work your way around, and obviously leave the sun until you know all the other planets are dry, and then work on the sun. Yeah, I guess it's just by preference really which one you want to do. Yeah, obviously if you just move that one there, as you may see, some of them tend to revolve around, but they do move independently of one another as well, so you can change whereabouts they are, which is again a neat little feature. So you know, you never have to have the model in exactly the same place. You can always have it in different orientation, so to speak. So we'll carry on. Put in where, and then pop that in place there. So there we have it. That is sort of complete without the paint job. Just pop that one back in there because we don't want to be losing that one. So yeah, so that is the solar system in its sort of part completion without the paints done. Obviously, as you can see, you get range colours, so obviously you get all your primary colours, you get some of your secondary colours as well. So obviously you will need a paint palette to obviously mix up some of these colours if you want to get sort of some of the desired effects according to what's on the box. But other than that, again, it's just sort of a fine hand as well. I mean, you've got this brush here, it's quite wide angle one, which is I guess good if you're going to paint some of these planets, obviously all in just one particular colour. But then if you're going to do some of the detailing, so if we just as you can probably see once it all goes into the shade areas, you can see all these sort of detailing and textures on here. Obviously if you wanted to do them a different colour, this wide angle one is going to be a bit too big. So if you do have a better brush, i.e. like a much finer brush so to speak, so you can do all the fine areas and whatnot, and then you're pretty good to go now. So we'll crack open one and we'll paint some of them that have the, I guess you could say, the more simplistic of colours. Yeah, we'll paint the ones that are more simplistic. And there's just my phone going off. So we want Mars. Just dab a little bit. Now I'm not going to do it like the rustic red it is on there. Again, it's by preference really. It just depends how you want to go about it when you actually do it yourself. As I said, obviously maybe the best thing is to take it off, or before you actually put them onto the pegs, to actually paint them before placing them on the pegs. But I just find that if you do it this way, then it's easier, because rather than holding the planets in your hand, and especially if you want to try and minimalize mess in terms of getting paint on your fingers and stuff. Lovely. So there we go. So there we have Mars. And make sure the pot's closed properly afterwards to stop the paints from drying out. So we'll go on. We'll do the sun now. Obviously, the sun's going to be a little bit harder to access. Easier one to paint because it's bigger, but harder one to access just due to the fact that it's surrounded by all the inner planets. And this is where we should have realised that we should have started off with the sun to try and avoid getting any yellow paint on Mars, but it don't matter. Again, paint them in any order that you want, in any way, whether it be before you put them on the pegs, or even if you put them on their little metal pegs and paint them and then pop them to one side before placing them onto the final base. But I just build on up from that. And I don't know if you can hear that. The ice cream man's just arrived. And I'm stuck in here making a YouTube video on how to build a solar system bottle kit. It's a bit wobbly, so we just want to hold that. Try and get that as even as possible. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of part 1 for this video. If you did like it, please leave a like. I know it's not the best fun. Give it a like. Also subscribe to the channel if you're new, and obviously hit notifications to find out when new videos pop up, especially if you are a fan of the Forza Horizon games or just video games in general. Make sure you do hit the notifications so you get notified when our live stream goes live on Monday. And yeah, if this video gets enough likes and it's something people want to see more often, then we will definitely do a part 2 where we will finish off the painting of this particular model. And if this does go well, then we will do another model, but the other model I have is a little bit more technical, and yeah, it will be more interesting, hopefully, fingers crossed, to do. So thank you for watching, and we see you guys real soon. Take care.